Today we are reviewing the Golf 7 TSI. My name is Max. Let's check it. This is the 2014 Golf 7 TSI. Comes with a 1.4 liter engine, produces around 90 kilowatts and about 220 Newton meters of torque. This is the 6-speed manual, and up front you can see it has this huge gap here. That's the air vent for the radiator. Apologies, this one does have some sand blasting on it. You do get this with automatic headlights, as well as the fog lights are standard on this one. On the side, you do get 16-inch wheels as standard. Huge mirror cap up front with the huge indicator strip running through there. The side profile is beautiful. It's quite angular, almost in my opinion looks like a teardrop. Coming to the rear, you can see that the angular shape continues. The tail lights also have that angular shape on them, which is cool. As I did indicate earlier, this is a Golf 7 TSI Blue Motion. TSI, for those who don't understand VW language, basically just means that it has a turbo in it, and a turbo makes it perform fast. The mud flaps on this one comes standard as well. The safety features continue to the rear. You do get the reflectors just like you get at the door, just to help you be much more visible on the road. Dual exhaust tips on this one, they are real. Most of the cars actually don't come with real exhaust tips, or at least exhaust tips that protrude anymore. Overall, the Golf 7 is a good looking car. I did forget to mention that you do have a slight spoiler here with your high level brake light up there, so that's also a good touch. Jumping into the boot, we have a massive boot in here. I think you can probably fit 6 suitcases in here. This is custom made, but you do get something similar standard on the car, just to cover whatever you keep in here. It also comes with the floor similar to the Polo TSI that I did review. If you didn't check that, please go check out that video. Underneath here we do have a full 16, so full spare tire comes in there. Just to show you the amount of space that you get in this car, the driver of this car actually installed a whole sound system, and with the sound system installed, you still have massive space to move around, to pack your stuff. So with this car, you actually won't have any issues with storage space. Okay, how's the back seat of the Golf 7 TSI? Well, from the door, beautiful chrome finishes here with the door handle as well. This one comes standard with 8 speakers, 4 tweeters, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, as well as the 2 bottom speakers that you get in the back. Beautiful touch here by VW. You do get a cloth material by the door pockets, just to protect whatever you're storing in there, so that it doesn't keep moving around as you're driving. Also at the bottom, a safety feature, that's a reflector. So at night when your doors are open and cars are coming from the back, they can actually see you because you do have that reflector. This Golf 7 TSI Blue Motion comes with the cloth seats. Very beautiful touch, actually almost 3-tone or 3-colored. You have the dark, the gray, and then the light gray over there with beautiful stitching. You almost sit quite deep in these seats, so it does feel like it's hugging your body, like just the structure that you have of the seats. All the passengers do get seat belts, so that's a beautiful safety feature. The Golf 7 TSI also comes with air conditioning for the rear passengers, so that's a good touch that's actually missing in most of the cars. So if you're sitting behind here, not only is your sitting comfortable, but you are getting that cool or warm air, whichever it is that you need. Overall, the rear of the Golf 7 TSI is comfortable and I have no complaints whatsoever. This is actually a beautiful space to be in when you're traveling on a long distance. Yeah, let's move to the front. Similar to the rear, you do get this chrome finish, which makes the Golf 7 TSI look lovely. You also get heated mirrors and your central locking as the driver is up front. Also, the cloth touch material. These door pockets are big and are deep, so for your 1.5 liter water bottles, you can store them in there. Standard, you do find your lights on, or your light switch on the right hand side. What's cool on this car is that the lights are auto as well as the wipers, so that's nice. Moving just to the front of you as a driver, you get your speedometer as well as your fuel gauge on your right hand side, and then you do get your rev counter on your left hand side. And I think this silver touch that they have here just makes the car look quite good. So the silver and the black in this car actually works well, and this material actually feels good. So I'm not really someone who's on about materials and whatever, but if you look at the silver and the black all over this dashboard, it just works well. The radio with the silver and the black works awesome. The steering wheel has the flat bottom. I think it gives you that sporty feel when you're driving it. On your left hand side, you do get your radio controls as well as your center display controls right here. You can choose the different modes or the different information that you'd like to see. And on your left hand side is the cruise control, but this one also comes with the speed limiter. That's actually good for fuel consumption because it does save you fuel. Moving to the center, you do get your radio setup. This comes with a touch screen, which is quite cool. Also, when you're driving, you know, you don't really have to take your eyes off the road. It's easy to touch. But what's awesome that you don't find in the modern cars is that it comes with buttons. So you don't necessarily have to go through the touch screen to reach whatever you want to. Beautiful air control functions down here. Also very basic and easy to use, so that's quite cool, with your fan control in the middle, your temperature here, and then wherever you want your air to blow out from. Because it comes with this silver panel and it's well covered and well laid, it does not feel, it almost feels like this is all just one piece. But when you press this, you do get extra storage space. You can store your phone in there or whatever you would like to store. Here we do get a 6-speed manual gearbox, which I will tell you more about when I do drive the car. Down here, when you slide this down, you find your cup holders here. Very good size for your usual cups. That's actually nice. Some more storage space here. In this case, we've got our Vaseline down there. Your fully automatic parking brake or hand brake down here, and then you've got the auto hold. So what auto hold does is that, you know, when you come to a hill, especially in Windhoek with its hilly roads, once you've engaged this, it does hold the car when you do get off the clutch, so the car won't roll back. So this actually protects you, and it's actually just a good feature to make your driving much more comfortable. The auto handbrake is cool. What I love about it is that if your door is open or your seatbelt is not tucked in or you don't have your seatbelt on, the car will not drive. So that's actually a very good safety feature. And because it's not your traditional handbrake, you do have enough space here, because you only have this little small switch basically that you have to lift or press down to engage or disengage your brake. Your armrest is cloth touch material, and it's actually soft, so on your long journeys you can actually rest your arm here and it feels good. You can also pull it out if you do, you know, if you have longer arms or shorter arms, and you can rest your arm here. You can also elevate it depending on how you would like to have it. Here we also have more storage space. So space in this car, or storage in this car, is not a problem. The seats in the front similar to the back, cloth material, but it's quite comfortable for you to sit in here, and it does hold the body quite well. Your door panels are also mostly made out of cloth material, so that's quite cool. The touch right at the center console, as well as your radio and your seats, just gives you sort of like a premium feel. So when you are in this car, you will enjoy sitting in it, you will enjoy driving it. I actually don't have any complaints with regards to the interior. It feels roomy. It's actually also quite wide in here, and you've got enough headroom as a driver. Obviously you can adjust your seating arrangement depending on how tall or short you are. Something that I forgot about the steering wheel, which is also awesome, is that it is telescopic. So it has height and reach adjustment. You can control how high or low you want it, but you can also either move it in or pull it out towards you depending on how comfortable you want to get. So as a driver, the car actually allows you to have enough control over your seating arrangement, over the steering wheel and the dashboard or the radio center console that faces you. The car actually gives you a sense of control because of all these features that you can change. All right, let me drive this and tell you how it feels. The automatic handbrake has this cool function where you don't have to disengage it manually by pressing it in order for it, you know, to disengage. It does that automatically, so that's quite cool, that I love about this. One thing I have to tell you is that this is not stock. So this has a stage 1 tune on it, but I'm basically gonna tell you the driving experience with this one. It's quiet in here, it's much more spacious, and because this has a stage 1 tune on it, it's faster. It just feels much more nippier. I love how this car drives. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it just feels different. You know, it has a downpipe on it. Lovely car. So that's the other good thing about most VWs, but specifically this 7 TSI, is that it has a lot of modification capabilities. You know, not just your body in terms of the rims, but you can also do your engine. You can also do your exhaust system. Driving it is very good. I can imagine how long distance on this car is. The aircon is on in this car, but I can hardly hear it, and that's how good it is. Generally, VW makes good manual or just good gearboxes, and this, I'm not feeling, how do I put it? I'm not feeling when I'm changing the gears. It feels actually good. I constantly want to be changing gears. The acceleration is good. The engine is good. It's performing. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I don't think there's much that you can ask from this car. And as I said, you can do your mods, you can do your tunes, and the car will gladly serve you well. As I did indicate earlier, it comes with your cruise control. So to set that, basically you just press mode. You see it will show cruise control. Then you press your res button here, and your plus and minus signs just controls how much speed you want. As you can see, it's set to 120, and the car is moving. I'm not accelerating, I'm not doing anything. My foot is resting, and it's cruising on 120. The average consumption on this car, I haven't driven it for long, but I'm gonna tell you the figures of the owner of the car. He's been averaging around 12.3, 12.7 kilometers per liter. So that's quite good, and based on the information that he gave me, he can actually reach 14 kilometers per liter. So for those who don't really understand all those figures, it just means that the car is actually very good on fuel when you're doing long distance. It's very comfortable. As you can see, I'm having a conversation, I'm doing the review, and I'm still enjoying it. The car is on cruise control at highway speeds, and it's comfortable in here. My sitting arrangement is comfortable. The suspension also feels good. You know, it's more like the car is just floating. This car is made for your average consumer, someone who has enough money, who wants something a bit bigger than a Polo. This is what you jump into. If you're looking at getting yourself something like this, you will spend around 150 to 200,000 on it. Second hand, obviously, because they don't come brand new anymore. But trust me, you will not regret